let's proceed. So now filters. Okay, here you are seeing data source filter. So here first one is filters here, that is data source filter. Filter which will apply on the data source, and don't jump into any conclusions. Filter is almost 1.5 or 2 hours of class. Today most probably we'll see all basics and tomorrow we'll see some advanced things. Okay, so don't think that at the end of the class if I say this is filters, that doesn't mean filters is finished. Okay, so now this is data source filter. Filter which will apply on the data source even before data enters into Tableau. Very useful thing, because you are filtering the data, unnecessary data at the source itself. Okay, at the source itself, you are not doing anything here. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, so that's how it is. Please remember that. Okay, so now, so if at all you are interested, so remember that. 1 second. So that's how it is. So this is data source filter. All the filter windows are same, filter options are same. So that's why I'll show you all filter options at one time, that is in 2 minutes. Extract. We have extract filter here, filter which you will create in the extract. Okay. So that is, there is nothing called as traditional filter in internet websites at various places. I have seen that traditional filter. No, there is nothing called as traditional filter in Tableau. Okay, we have nothing called as. Now, so this is data source filter, this is extract filter. Next thing is, just to start with basic. Now, I'll just close this to avoid confusion. Performance. Here, I'll just add a simple chart. I mean, of course, if you want me to see, sometimes I'll be clicking on some random chart like this. Okay, so something maybe write something like this. But if you want a particular chart, let me know. I'll show you the scenario in that chart itself. Okay, so there is nothing that, I mean, you have to see this chart, that chart, anything. In any chart, you will apply these scenarios. Okay, scenarios are obvious. Okay, and of course, so you can see here, you can select some data here. Okay, so you can select some data like this. I just did a mouse select here, so move the mouse there, and you have two options here. Keep only means keep only those which are selected like this, and exclude means exclude those which are selected like this. Pretty much simple, straightforward. Okay, so that's how it is. And one more thing. Okay,
thank you.
Oh, good. Now, so here, so you are seeing very simple thing, right? Keep only, exclude. So you just select it like that and right. So very simple thing, even user can do it, no problem. So some people will consider it as filters, some people will not even consider it as filters. Tableau doesn't give any names to it. Just people will be naming randomly. Some people call it as normal filter, basic filter, such kind of things. It's up to you how you take it. Okay, so that's how it is. Next. Now, here you have one discrete field and one continuous field. One discrete field, one continuous field. Now, in any field can be added to filter. It can be even a calculation field also. Anything. If you just click here, you will have two options. One is show filter and filter. Everywhere it will be there. Okay. And everywhere you can directly add a filter. Show filter on region. Region is not there in this chart, but still you can add it filter, right? So that you can do. Now, first I'll go with the discrete one, right? Filter and show filter both are same. Both are same. Not a big difference. So I'll just click on filter. Now, since this is discrete, you are getting all these options, and you have 4 tabs here. Okay, 4 tabs there. So first one is general, right? And in that 3 options are there. Select from list. Of course, this is list of values which is displayed from the data source directly. So if you want to select, you can select, or if you want to exclude, you can exclude. Exclude is very useful option. Exclude is really very useful option. For example, let's say you have 700 values and your user asked you to select 650 values. Rather than searching and selecting 650 values, it is easy to select 50 values, right? And eliminate remaining things. correct? So that's how it is, correct? So that's easy, right? So that's how it is now. So that is how it is. Okay. So now that is select from list. Custom value list here. Okay, that means you can just select, right, you have to type in the value. Okay, any custom value you can type in, but you type in some junk like this and it is not part of your chart, it will not show the data, obviously, right? So it will not show the data. What happened? Wait, something is wrong. Okay, I didn't click on plus, sorry. So now if you click on apply, so that field is not there, right? The data point is not there. That's why it is not showing. Okay. So if you keep it something meaningful, then definitely it will show. So if you click on enter, so it's selected. That's all done. Okay. Click on apply. Now you're seeing the data. That's how it is. Use all. Use all means use all. No conditions, nothing. Right. Straightforward. Wildcard. Pattern matching. Right, pattern matching means, for example, right, spellings, if anything contains yes, yes, I want that in the output. So like this, only accessories is having double s, right? Starts with, so whether, right, something is starting with double s or not, nothing is starting. Ends with, for example, I, instead of double s I want es, right? If anything is ending with es, I want that, right, like that. Exactly matches. Spelling should be given. So let's say tables, right? Spelling should be given. There is nothing called as, right, tails. I gave tails, not tables. Okay, spelling is wrong. Okay, so that's how it is. If you clear it, include all values when empty. Okay, so that's how it is. Next is condition. Condition is by field is there. So by field means, so you see here, on any field, right, you can give the filter, no problem at all. Okay, and any aggregation also can be done. Okay, any aggregation also can be done on any field, you can, right, give it. Okay, so any aggregation you can choose and any field you can choose. It can be a calculated field also. Next, I can give some value. Okay, let's say greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, anything like that, right? So 10,000, something like that. I can do that, no problem. But the problem is here, I don't know whether 10,000 is part of my values or not. Without knowing what is there in the source, how can I do that? Right? How can I do that? So that's why load option is provided. So know the values from the data source. Okay, 10,000 is a valid value. So let's say less than or greater than some symbol we will write, right? Or less than anything, right? And there is nothing like that. You have to do this only, that only. So let's say less than 10,000. Right? Click on apply. Okay, only this one is there, nothing else. Wow, very good. So let's say if it is less than 20,000, how many are there? Right? Wildcard I cleared, right? Yeah, everything is cleared. And here, right, I'll select everything here. Okay, I'll go to condition. So here it is. So, right, less than or equal to 20,000. So these are the only subcategories which are less than 20,000. Now, by formula. By formula is, you can give multiple filter conditions. You can give multiple filter conditions by using and or operator. Okay, so by using and or operator, you can give multiple filter conditions. So that can be done. Okay, so that is the purpose of by field here. Okay, let's say what we will say, greater than 5,000. Okay, okay, so like that. Next is top. Top is nothing but by field is there again. Top is nothing but top values, right? Or bottom values also. Top doesn't mean only top is there, bottom is also there. So bottom 10 by sum of sales, such kind of things. So this is how you should read it. Bottom 10 by sum of sales, right? Bottom 15 by sum of sales, top 10 by sum of sales, like that. Okay. You can keep it dynamic, right? You can keep it dynamic. We'll see a lot of that. Where, right, from next class, maybe after 2 classes, that is parameters. By creating parameters, you will keep it dynamic. All that we'll do it. Next is by formula here. By formula and by field here in top, it doesn't make any sense. So it is same as by field only. Why? Because whenever you are saying top, you will say top by marks or top by sales or top by profit. You can use only one measure. You cannot use two measures. Right? You can't do it. How can you do it? How system will do it? You can't. Because one person might be in top 10 by profit. Another person might be in top 10 by sales. How can you say both of them should be in top 10? You cannot do it. So that's the problem. So this is totally waste. So only by field is enough. It will throw error. So if you want, you can write it and check it out. If you just give multiple fields here, it will throw error. So that's not at all a possibility. Okay. So that's how it is. Now, what all the filter conditions you have applied, all those things will be summarized in the first tab. Okay. In the first tab at the bottom, all those things will be summarized here. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. Click OK. Done. Now I'll show the filter. So show filter. So now you are seeing the filter. Now here again same edit filter. So if you click on edit filter, same window, same tab. That's why I told you both are same. Show filter or edit filter, both are same. Remove filter. Remove means remove. Right. Wait. Give me a minute. I'll have some water and come. So now, so next is apply to worksheets. Now, by default, only this worksheet is selected. That means this filter can be applied only on this sheet. Now, other option is there, that is all worksheets using this data source. So all using this data source means all worksheets using this data source. That's what it means. So that you can do. Okay. Now, all using this data source. So what I'll do here is, right. So first I'll click on that, and you see here you will get a cylinder icon. That means it is a global filter. Okay. So it is a global filter. So I did that. There is a cylinder icon here. So I'll go to the second one, and here there is nothing there, you see. Now I'll just add one field here, and you see, go to the filter, and let's see one more, right? So that is how it is. Filter came up automatically. So that is global filter. The filter which is applied on multiple worksheets is called as global filter. Okay. Now, not just a filter. It is not just showing it as filter. It will work as, so you see here, I didn't select anything here, right? Nothing and nothing. Okay. Again, you select everything. Again, you see. Okay. So like that it is. Okay. So that is global filter. I'll remove it to show you other options. Next, format is font alignment, all that. Customize, show all values, search button, include exclude is here only. So you see here, that means you can include the values which you have selected, or you can even exclude them, right? You can select only few values and you can even exclude them if you don't want. Another thing is here, right, this is all value button means, right, so without selecting here, you can directly select here. Okay, that's the button. Next here, right, all value came up by default. Always all value will come up. Next is search. Okay, next is search there. Okay, so search means searching for value. Now, next, what else is there? Filter types. These are all different filter types here. Okay, whenever somebody asks you an interview, you should say data source filter, extract filter, context filter, cascading filter, global filter, all these things. But here, if somebody says types of filter, here it is, these are types of filters. Okay, so here it is, filter types. More or fewer button. So this one is more or fewer button. Okay, so this is more or fewer button. That means if you have some 600 700 values and you want to see only few, so that's when you go for this. Now, next is, right, apply button is there. Apply, If you select each one every time like this, so you see that it is taking some time, performance will be affected, all that, right? Every time it has to go to the data source, it has to process the data, pull the data, all that it has to. Instead of that, if you use apply button, right, all the values you can show at once. So here apply is selected, right? So what you can do, directly go here, right? So and just select on apply, right? All at once it will get processed. So that is apply. Next is a title. Title means name, so you can change it. Single value list. So even in single value you will get all value. So all value is there, single value only, but all value is there. So that's how it is. Next, single value drop down. Of course I need not tell you what is that, so this is how it is. Next is a single value slider. For string values also you will get a slider. Generally for numbers you will get it, but in Tableau you will get for both. Okay, so that is a slider. Next is multiple values list. So you have a list of values here. Okay, so these are all list of values here. Okay, so of course, so values drop down. I know these things are pretty much simple, but if you just to keep things clear, custom value list, just now we have seen, right? You can type in the value and click enter. Wildcard match, pattern matching, if at all you have any pattern matching, so that's when you go for it. Okay, next is here, as I told you, right? Oh, I didn't tell you. Yes, so see here, by default all values in database will be selected. So in the previous class I told you, I just got carried up. So right, all values in database is selected here. After some time we will see what is only relevant values. Okay, so after some time we will see that. And include exclude values are there. Okay, and include all values when empty, hide card. These are the options if you go for a discrete field options. Okay, discrete field. And you can see that all the options are working together. That is, I have given three conditions: one, this one, this one, this one. They're all working together in AND operation. Okay, this one and this one and this one. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, so that is how it is. So here 17 values are selected, but you are seeing only 10 here, right? You are seeing only 10 here. Okay, so that's why. Next, next here, so that is discrete field option. Next is measure, that is continuous. Now I can click on filter. So measure is numbers, right? Only number, that is continuous one. So what will be there means range of values is there. So range, at least means minimum, at most means maximum, special means null values, right? So that's all it is. Click OK and show filter. Okay, edit filter, again same window will come, same thing. Next here, remove filter, apply to worksheets global filter, just now I showed you. And customize is show readout, show slider, all values button, right? So that's how it is. So show readout, show slider, this is readout. Okay, and this is the slider. And what else is there? All values button, null controls. So this is null controls. So if you want to show only null values you can do it, or non-null values you can do it, right? So all these, I mean, you can do it, no problem at all. Okay, so this can be done. Okay, so that's how it is. Now, so that is how it is. All values button, of course it is here. Okay, all values button. Okay, next, of course, customize, show title, title is title, range of values, at least, at most. At least means minimum, at most means maximum. Okay, so and of course only this box. We'll see one more value option here, that is context filter. So one more option, we'll see that, not now, we'll see after some time. Now this is measure, continuous one. Now we have date. We have something called as date. Date can be both discrete and continuous. Okay, date can be both discrete and continuous. That is, I'll click here. Of course, as I told you in line chart, there are plenty of options here. Year, quarter, month, all these things are there. If you click here, it is discrete. If you click here, it is continuous. So it depends on how you show the filter. If you show the filter with the discrete one, blue color one, you will see all the discrete filter options. right? So all the discrete filter options. So that is how it is. Next, that is discrete filter options. Now if I don't do that, if I pull in, let's say, like this, or here itself, if I go with the measure, that is sorry, continuous one, by clicking like this, the options will be different. Okay, so you see here the options are totally different. Okay, we will see them. Or for example, I want to show my chart at week level or month level, something. Let's select like that. So you're seeing the data like this. You can click on area chart also for a better look and feel. This also good. Anyway, so, and if you want to change the color, you can change the color. See, all these things I'm not telling you with each chart. Okay, so you should remember. Now you see it's too much bright, right? To my eyes it is glaring. Anyway, so now you can drag and drop the date. Okay, now, so of course you have different options here. So you see a relative date, range of dates, years, quarters, so months, all those things are there here. Okay, so you can go with that. Next is next. Here, you have different options here. First one is relative dates. So what is that relative dates here? So as you see clearly here, you have days, weeks, months, quarters, all those things. Next, next here, days, months, quarters, all those things. Now, most of our requirements will be last 3 months, last 6 months, last quarter, like that, you will get requirements, last 2 quarters, 3 quarters, like that. So that's how it is. So that's how it is. So here it is. So you can select just like this, last 3 quarters, or give some number there. One second. Here. So I'm not teaching from any institute or anything. So I'm doing it from home, right? Okay, good. So if you see here, last 6 quarters or last 6 months, last 1 year, whatever you want, you can get. No problem at all. Absolutely fine. Now, one important thing is month to date. Month to date or year to date, or so all these options are there. So you see here, quarter to date, year to date, week to date is also there. So MTD, QTD, YTD, so that's what this is about. That means in this month until today I want the sales. In this quarter until today I want the sales. Understanding? In this year until today I want the sales. So that's how it is. For those things, before 9 version we used to write calculations, but now we are not doing. You need not do it because it is showing directly here, so you can do it very easily. So that's how it is. Okay, so observe that. Okay, YTD, QTD, MTD. So you can do it very easily by clicking here. Okay, now whenever you do something, that is year to date, or you say last 6 months or last 1 year, you are talking with respect to current date. That's a pretty obvious thing. So you see here, so you're talking with respect to current date, but I don't want current date. I want it with respect to January 1st. I want it with respect to April 1st. I want it with respect to previous year start. No problem. Tableau is providing that option also. Directly you can go here and select whatever date you want. That you can do straight away. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. Next, range of dates is there. Range of dates means all the values. Starting date means minimum, ending date means maximum, special means null values. That's all right. So that's how it is. So I'll click here and I'll say show filter. Here also you have different options again. Edit filter means edit filter. So you'll get the same window again like this. Next is remove means remove. Apply to worksheets, global filter. Format, customize. Show readout slider, So null controls, more or fewer button, all values button. So all these things are there. Just now you have seen, null controls. So this one, if you want to see null values or non-null values things. Next is show title, relative date. Relative date means last 3 months, 6 months. Even user can do it. Okay, that's what it means. That option here. Range of dates, of course. So this one. So if you want range of dates. Next is start date, end date, browse periods. Browse periods is last 1 day, last 1 week, last 3 months, last 1 year, 5 years. If you see here, 3 months is there, 1 year is there, and 5 years is there. Why not 2 years? Why not 6 months? No answer for that. Straight away, Tableau has given you by default this one. If you want 6 months, 2 years, 3 years like that, you have to go with the relative date. Okay, so that you can do, no problem at all. And hide card, very simple. Now, so this is date filter option, and not only this, for certification especially. Now you can directly drag and drop also. People might ask you, see, I want to see June 2016 data. June 2016. It is month and year combination. So you go here, directly click on it. You will get data like this. Select everything, click OK, and show filter. Okay, like this. Okay, so that's all it is. Okay, so you go there, click on June 2014. That's how it is. Okay, so date filter. You can show the filter in multiple ways, in whatever format you want, in whatever way you want. Okay, so that's how it is. And for formatting date also, I told you, right? You can just go here, click on format. Okay, and right, you can change the date format here. Remember that. Okay, there is no need of, for example, you want instead of month March 2001 something. Let's say you want, right? We'll take something peculiar, something like this, right? So you see here, you're seeing year and which week it is, right? So that's how you can see clearly, and of course you can show the data also. Good. So like that you can do. Okay. So all these things. Okay. Good then. So this is how it is. So these are filter options. Very basic thing. Just started as I told you. Just started. Now here, let's say in this chat, right? Until now what we have seen only one field, right? Right click here, show filter. Right click here, show filter options. That's all we saw. Now, for example, I have a scenario like this. Okay, I have a scenario like this. Let's say, right, I'll go here, I'll show filter. Okay, on both of them. And remember, these are nothing but shelves, right? You can move it around, no problem. Like this. Right? These are shelves. Now, so you can move it around. One sec. So you can move it around, no problem. Now, so you can move it around, no problem. Now you see here, I didn't select any category, no chat, nothing. I selected all subcategories, right? Where is the chat? Same thing you see here also, right? This will lead to confusion. This will lead to confusion. So this is the problem. How to correct this problem? Right? How to correct this problem? Okay. This we'll see in the next class by creating a context filter. Even if I start now, I can't complete. Okay, that's why. I know that I have started your class late, and at the same time it is finishing 5 minutes before. So I'm quite aware of it. I'm sorry about it. It will not happen from next class onwards. It's up to you now. Yet one problem is there here.